Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll see how we can encrypt and decrypt using private and public key. Let's check. We have to do some coding. So first, we have to import one plugin, that is JS Encrypt. From JS Encrypt, and this is the library we have to import here. To install this, you have to simply run this command npm I JS encrypt. After running this, you have this library inside your code. So after installing, make sure you have import the JS encrypt. Now, what we have to do, uh, what we will do, we will first encrypt a text and then try to decrypt that text, and we will check either it is same or not. So let's create a object for new JS encrypt, and let try to get obj get private key dot to a string. So we have the private key here. So what we did is we create a JS encrypt object and we call the get private key method of this obj reference variable, and we call to a string. So finally we have the private key inside this variable. Now let's declare a original text, and that is, let's say this is the original text. So this is the original text which we have to encrypt and then decrypt. Now let declare a variable encrypted text, and we call obj dot encrypt, and we pass original text inside this. So before this, we have to set the private key obj dot set private key, that is private key. So this is the code for encryption. You create JS encrypt object, you get the private key, we declare the original text, and finally we set the private key, that is this, inside obj, and finally we call the encrypt method, pass the original text. So in this we have encrypted text. So let's console the encrypted text, and also let's console the private key to check what is the value. So now if you run this, you can see this is the private key and this is the encrypted text. So the encryption part is done. Now let's check the decryption. So this is for encryption, and now this will be for decryption. So now again let's declare a new variable, reference variable, for the object JS encrypt, that is this. Okay, and now let's set the public key, because in decryption we require the public key. So obj dot set public key, set public key, and in this case this private key will become the public key when we have to decrypt. So we will just pass this private key from above. So in this this private key become the public key basically for in the decryption process. So now Let's try to encrypt obj1. Sorry, we have to decrypt here. So we call obj1.decrypt method and pass the encrypted text, that is this. So this is the encrypted text pass. We use private key as a public key, as a inside the set public key method, because we do the decryption here. And now let's console the decrypted text. You have to call to a string here. So this is the whole method. This is for the encryption, this is for decryption. So let's check the console. So you can see at line number 28 the decrypted text is, this is the original text, and also it defined here, this is the original text, and this value is exactly same. This is the original text as you can see on the console. So this is the whole process of encryption decryption using private key. So if you like this, please subscribe the channel, like the video. We'll back soon with some other video. Thank you.